Why Tesla won't lose sleep over other automakers achieving massive range ratings. April 17, 2022. Tesla is normally confronted with plenty of interesting and challenging metrics from competitors, especially in terms of range and speed, with the Mercedes-Benz VISION EQXX accomplishing a major feat of over 1,000 kilometers driven on a single charge earlier this week. Many may wonder if Tesla engineers are scrambling around attempting to crank out some new EV with 2,000 kilometers of range. I can assure you they are not. The accomplishments of Mercedes-Benz in its electric vehicle program are not to be slighted. While the luxury automaker is working to develop and ramp its EQ lineup, which will consist of fully and partially electric vehicles, Mercedes is definitely coming out with some pretty interesting and eye-grabbing records and points of strength, especially indicated in its most recent range ratings and assessments of its semi-autonomous driving functionality. Its most recent release from April 13 tells us the story of the VISION EQXX and how it drove 626 total miles on a charge. Elon Musk even stated recently that having too much range is not necessarily a good thing for electric vehicles. We could have made a 600-mile Model S 12 months ago, but that would have made the product worse, as 99.9% of time you'd be carrying unneeded battery mass, which makes acceleration, handling and efficiency worse. Musk said recently, even our 400-plus mile range car is more than almost anyone will use. ABC News says the average American only travels 16 miles per day for work. U.S. Census data even says Americans only spend around 27.6 minutes driving to work one way. Tesla has held this perspective for some time. Mass is the enemy of both efficiency and performance, and minimizing the weight of every component is an ongoing goal for our design and engineering teams. It said in a blog post announcing the 400-mile Model S in June 2020. Several lessons from the engineering design and manufacturing of Model 3 and Model Y have now been carried over to Model S and Model X. This has unlocked new areas of mass reduction while maintaining the premium feel and performance of both vehicles. Additional weight savings have also been achieved through the standardization of Tesla's in-house seat manufacturing and lighter weight materials used in our battery pack and drive units. While there is certainly no reason to knock on Mercedes-Benz's accomplishments, there needs to be a relative sense of what is ultimately appropriate in terms of EV range. Endurance runs are completely legitimate and interesting ways to prove your battery and efficiency metrics, but they're not something proven EV companies will look at down the road. The successful automakers will be focusing on avoiding supply chain issues, ramping battery supply chain manufacturing, becoming more vertically integrated, and working to create price parity between EVs and their gas counterparts. Source reposted and summarized from Joey Klender at teslarati. My take. Good job Mercedes. Can you make these cars at scale and at a profit?